Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. This video is for the Magi only because I need your input. This channel might be making a change. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And so I need the Magi's input. You do realize that Magus is the singular for the plural Magi. So you are a Magus. And so I need you to tell me, where do we go from here? Because it's not just up to me. Yes, I started the Order of the Magi because I saw that Zoroastrianism needed to make a return. And I did it very unwillingly. Matter of fact, Brad Wogelmont, he said, you need to make a channel. I said, I don't want to make a channel. Thank God he went behind my back, got my son to make me a channel. They sat me down, stuck a camera in my face, and I made the first video, which people loved. And it resonated in people's hearts because we were presenting them a God that is just good. My friends, and they've been hurt. They call it institutional betrayal, right? It's a real thing that people suffer from, where they put their hope and their faith and their trust in a church, in a God, in a system that failed them and failed them miserably and ripped their hearts out. And so then when we presented something that resonated with what's in their heart, that divine spark, a God that is just good, it changed lives. Yeah, and I won't go too far into it. I'll just bring up two examples because they're two of my favorites. Timmy, I love you so much. She's the only one that's with me every single day, rain or shine. Even when I mess up, and I've messed up over these 10 years, she's still there rooting me on. Love you anyway, Magus. I love you, Timmy. I wish I had 1,000 more like you. She admits she was lost in a hell in her own mind, and it was from the religion she was brought up in. And just, you know this, a God that gets angry, jealous, hate war, kill men, women, and children. Stories that are awful. She came across one of our videos, and it healed her. She said she'd gone to the churches. They prayed for her, couldn't heal her. One video, the sacred text of the Magi, healed her. That's amazing to me. My wonderful friend in Florida suffered from OCD from when he was a child. He was in his 40s when I met him. He went to all the doctors, took all the medications, had the latest treatments. Nothing worked. Asha healed him. Think about that. I didn't go to medical school. I didn't pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to become a doctor, to know the latest chemicals in the brain, how it works, and neuroscience. I presented just a message of Zoroaster, of Asha, of a God that's just good, and it healed him. I'm no healer. I'm no magician. Well, I have some stories that might say otherwise, but you understand what I'm saying. It's Asha that's the magic, right? I just happen to be a channel for it. A mouth for it, sometimes a big, loud mouth that people don't even like. But the message, the word, heals. One more thing I have to touch on before we get to where we're going. And I got to remind myself, what are we talking about again, Magus? I want to know, is it time for this channel to make a change? But one thing we've been good about, we don't take any money because finances can be a very strong influence, right? Sometimes you'll try to cover things up or make things look better than if you're getting a financial reward for it. Well, I have no financial reward for this, and I think it's kept me honest and keeps us honest here at the Order of the Magi. Another thing that I've seen is people, they won't change teams if they're Team Jehovah, Team Allah, Team Shiva. It's almost like you see it in sports, right? Where fistfights break out in the stands over their sporting event, their team. They're a team something. It doesn't matter if it's truth anymore, right? It almost becomes more of a pride. Are you telling me I'm wrong? Are you calling me stupid? Right? And they leave reason behind. Another thing, I wrote these out because I wanted to touch on this before I ask you this question. But another thing that I've seen is with different belief systems, it's people's way of dealing with their fear of death, with their whole concept of how they see God and life and the afterlife. And so even when you bring them truth, they will fight you. It goes to fight or flight because you're knocking the stability out from them. Right? They might, and it might be why they get so angry. In their heart, they know that their God isn't a good God, that their stories and their books aren't good stories, but they were told there's nowhere else to go. Right? They'll be ostracized. I've seen people thrown out of their own families. They've been threatened with hell. Right? And if their people don't get them, God will get them. If not in this life, in the next. Right? And it's just too overwhelming for people. And you see their reaction to some of the greatest prophets. I think of Jesus. He's trying to bring the Jewish people just the loving Father. Don't stone the woman caught in adultery. Don't call down fire from heaven like Elias did. Right? Be love. If you've seen me, you've seen the Father. You got a wrong idea of God, guys. And what do? They freak out and they crucify him. Zarathustra, great example. Right? Brings just all good God. The Muslims didn't like that and they ran a sword in his back. My own story. I was so mistreated through the religion I was brought up in. Physically, mentally. And I mean, mine was to an extreme, so that's why I am an extreme. Why I run so hot. You know, I got shipped off to a cult in Texas, and it was awful. But I'm so glad now I saw that. It can be quite eye-opening, quite awakening to the energy behind these gods and these books. Where you really stand back and look at it, this guy that was a monster to me is really just a perfect reflection of the Bible that he teaches from, that I was so excited about. So what brought this all up? Whoever's still with me, say hi. I need feedback today, guys, please. I mean, there'll be hundreds of people that come to the video and 3 people will say I'm here. Even if you don't agree with me, at least say kiss my ass so I know you're here. But in the comments, someone said something, and I couldn't deny he was right. Didn't like it, but he was right, because Spirit's been telling me the same thing. But I don't know if I'm ready to play nice. I think that, remember the Dixie Chicks? Remember that song, I'm not ready to play nice? Forgive? I don't think I could, I'm still pissed off. And it's part of the fight that's kept me coming for 10 years every day. And I'm almost scared to give that up. I don't want to lower my blood pressure yet. But is it time to? So in the comments, a guy was saying that, with me always talking about the stories, Jephthah, Moses, killing the men, women, and children, right? And the thing that gives me the fight and the struggle I went through, he was saying that for people like him, they're already in a higher frequency and dimension. They've left that stuff behind. The Abrahamic religions mean nothing to him anymore. So when he comes to a site like mine and I'm still bringing it up, it's actually bringing his frequency down. I folded my arms and I stuck out my lip and I'm all, how dare you speak truth to me like that? But then I went to the comments. I said, yeah, I know. You're right. Spirit's been telling me the same thing. I'm thinking about it. And I am. And I have been. And is this where our channel's ready to go to? I still see myself as that kind of that person helping to pull people still up out of those low frequencies. Maybe they're still caught in Christianity, Judaism, Islam, those Abrahamic religions. And my message relates to them and helps break the curse, break the spell over them and help bring them up into it. But is it time for us just to move on? Maybe I don't have to every day come and say those gods that get angry, jealous, hate, war, kill men, women, and children. I don't have to tell the stories of the Bibles to wake people up, to shock them. Is it time? And then I opened up this amazing book. How many of you got your Asha Comes? I know Cole just told me he just got his. Are you guys loving it? I love this little book. But I opened up to hold. Listen to this. It says, meditate on the highest principle and a treasure house opens up before me. Right? We hold the highest frequency. Do I need to be coming down, trying to convince these people to come up? Do I have to? And all I'm doing is telling them their Bible stories that they've never really took the time to look at, because I'm trying to bring them up. But am I bringing myself and my Magi down by reminding us of these stupid stories? Is it time that maybe they have to make a choice? You want to come up with us? And how much of it is also, I'm still just pissed off the way I was treated. I mean, it gave me OCD. I told you this in 8th grade. I read the Bible from cover to cover, and I got OCD for my reward. And just the financial abuses, the mental abuses, sexual abuses, So I grabbed the cards today, shuffled them up. I pulled the 5 of Pentacles. And I put it back. And I reshuffled. I didn't want to deal with it. 5 is change. Right? And here we're talking about a change coming. I probably knew this was my card. Put it back in, reshuffled them, pulled it again. I'm all right. A change is coming. Or a change, at least the opportunity for change. Because you'll notice these people, they walk right by the help. Right? In this card, at least in this image here, there's a church, a place of sanctuary, but they walk past it. You always have that option. I can still keep fighting, staying fired up, bringing up those same stories. And we've helped a lot of people over these years. I mean, look at the countless testimonies of the rotten way I guess I've been doing it. It still works, But we could have a change. There could be a higher way, a better way of doing it. Maybe allow myself to heal. Maybe allow myself to forgive and move on. I lost myself there and thought, I don't know. We can talk. We're talking about this here. I ain't saying one way or the other. But at least we're at a pivotal point where we have a decision to make as a community. Do we keep doing it the way we've been doing it? And I'm kind of a creature of habit. And I got a lot of fight in me. But would it be better for Asha for the order of the Magi, for the collective conscious as a whole, to forget about the Abrahamic religions and their stupid stories, to stop retelling their stories that bring a low frequency, a ridiculous idea of God. You see my pull, though. So that's what I wanted to ask you guys about today. Hold. I meditate on the highest principle, right? That's Asha. The perfect creative, perfect idea. The pure spirit. Unmixed, undefiled, undiluted. Instead of focusing on the Abrahamic religions, the Qurans, the Bibles, the Gitas, the mixed gods, the monster gods, the gods that love and hate, peace and war, send sickness and disease, blah, blah, blah. Is it time we stop fighting them? I think Carl Jung, what we resist persists, right? What if we just stop fighting altogether? Say, and we talk about this. I am light. When the light comes, the darkness is gone. Do we still need to keep talking about the darkness? Why am I doing that? These are questions you guys can help me. Like I said, we're all Magus here. That's why I put Magi only. You are a Magus. I'm not the Magus, right? We're part of a community, a group of the Magi. Where do we go from here with our channel? Have we done enough? Do we just close up shop? I mean, life is pretty good. I love my life. Asha has been, matter of fact, in book club, I'm talking about how much I love Asha, how grateful I am that I have what I always wanted in religion, a good God that watches out for me and loves me and is just good. I have peace. I have joy. I have protection. Me and my family's good. Me and my friends are good. My home is good. Everything's going good. Sometimes I think, should I just close up shop and enjoy it now? I've done enough. For 10 years, I spread the message of Asha and love. I've helped many. Is it now your turn to go on? And I come in every once in a while, watch one of your videos and comment and say, love you, proud of you. Asha is. Am I always supposed to be the Magus? A lot of things, a lot of questions. And that's why I want feedback from you guys. Because I love you so much. I love your testimonies. I love your stories. I love your support over the years. Your kindness, your friendship. I mean, even though we've never met, we've met, right, at a soul level, spiritually, mentally. We're like a team. We're family. Our light has connected. Very intimate, very beautiful. I know Timmy loves me. She knows I love her. And I'm not going to start naming names because then I leave someone out. Many of you, I feel that connection, that love. And I do love you so much. So anyway, go to the comments. Talk to me, guys. And I love you.